So I've returned. And again, I am practicing line art, which is sooner than I thought it would be, but that's not a bad thing. That's probably good, honestly. And again, it was with a character, but now with clothes on instead of weird flesh. Whatever you want to call it. I think I said like it was cursed flesh before. But this time, practicing clothes. And also giant monster, because that's just what I do. That's my thing. That's most of it. It's not that deep, okay? It's just lines and monster. No colors, unless you consider some red in the background to be colors. And I just think I need to practice line art. Well, I guess I don't need to, but I would like to. Because line art is cool, in my opinion. And it's better for me to know how to do more stuff than just the same exact rendering style I've been doing for years now. Yeah. Plus, line art allows me to do more things other than just the daily art. Well, hopefully, assumedly, theoretically, it does. If I do nothing with it, then it doesn't. But if I actually do something with it, I think that'd be neat. Now, will I have time to do something with line art? I hope so. Eventually. A whole lot of eventuallys and maybes. Which is not ideal. But, like, that's the best I got. And again, didn't use a reference. But this time I really should have. I lied. I'm a big liar. I did use a reference for the pose. But I should have used one for the clothes too. And I looked up like sitting cross-legged pose on Pinterest. And I made sure it wasn't AI. It was like an actual photo. And I kind of really just used it for the legs. Like, the hands are completely different. The head is a little different angle. I think the image I used had them looking more, like, up. Or their head tilted up, looking down. Eyes looking down. The way I explain that might be a little weird, but head tilted up, eyes looking down at camera. Which is different than what I did. And I could be remembering wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But I really think I should have used clothing reference, because these boots, I don't like them. And also, there's some weird folds in the jacket. That happens, though. My fault. Oops. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with it. Could it be 1,000,000 times better? Yes. But that's why I'm practicing. And you can't get mad at me because I don't do line art often. That's my excuse. The monster, though, that I ended up doing just like how I regularly render stuff, so it turned out fine. And also I did black and white with it too, just to go with the character. So that made it pretty easy too. Maybe a wee bit of cheating, if you call it cheating. I don't think it's cheating. I think it's just fitting in with the rest of the art. Yep, I'll go with that. Also, doing line art like this, I have to do hair completely differently than I regularly would, and it looks fine. It's fine. It's okay. Would I rather have done it the way I typically do it? Maybe. Honestly, yeah. I think I would want to do it the other way than I typically do it. That being using a square, canvasy brush first, and then adding like detail with a smaller line brush rather than doing the outlines of the hair, which is what I did here. I don't know, I'm just used to that, and it looks nice, and it works. And my video playback is buffering. What the heck? This is terrible. The economies of my video is ruined. Hold on. Okay, I fixed it. It wasn't very hard, but... Now, I don't know. I'm gonna wait a bit, I guess, before talking about what's going on again. Because, you know what, I'm just gonna skip a little bit ahead in the video on my playback. I'm a professional. Said no one ever. Not even myself. But I'd rather have this voiceover, like, go along with the video than suddenly become completely incoherent. Which is, you know, kinda what I feel like it's been doing. I've barely talked about the actual piece. Monster. The same way I typically render it. Well, I guess it's a little different. I just went with a base color as the silhouette right away of just black, since I'm doing black and white for it. So it's way easier. So I just use black and then do different shades of gray built on top of it with my favorite rendering brush, which I would have also used in the hair had I done the hair the other way, but... Now, is the creature a little flat, in my opinion? Yeah. I could have done more with the black to white, rather than doing, like, black to dark gray. Definitely could have popped more. I tried to fix that in the end, but, you know? I could have done better. But that's why I do it every day, so I know that I can do better eventually. Yeah. Yep. Gotta internalize what I did wrong here to improve on it later. I also did black and white shading with the character, just because the flat white color is like, it's fine. It's a line art, but it needs more substance, in my opinion, especially since I kind of rendered out the monster. And by kind of, I mean compared to the character, it's 1,000,000 times more rendered. That's an overstatement. It's like 10 times more rendered. But with the character being literally a flat color, I guess it would be infinitely more rendered, because it was rendering down at all. I don't know, percentages are weird. Or at least, if you would actually do the math. I'm just doing hypotheticals here. Yeah, I mean, yep, I mean that's really it. I added some white into the hair, like on the line layer, just to be highlights. Yeah. Once again, looking at it, watching it back, however you want to say it, I wish I used a reference for the clothing. Time to do that next time, I guess. If I remember. I probably won't remember. Secret between me and you. I'm really bad when it comes to finding references, that I like at least. It's easy to find lots of references, but ones that I want to draw are much harder to find. But that's a me problem. And yep, that's it. I think I'm gonna, I don't know when I'm actually ending this, because this video is buffered like 10 times while watching it, so I'm just gonna probably cut it a little short. I guess I'll see you in final editing. Thank you for watching. Bye. Bye. Good night, good morning, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Bye.